Hello everybody. Welcome back. Thank you for joining me for another video. If you would please go ahead and like this video, subscribe to my channel, and make sure that you turn on those post notifications. It will actually help me a lot to actually build up my channel. I appreciate it. Now, for today, we're going to be doing another 12 by 16 canvas. As far as the colors go, for my base, I'm using my pre-mixed mixture. It is the Titanium White by Artist Loft, and it is mixed with the water and Floetrol. That's my base. Then I'm going to be using the Crimson by Artist Loft, a real pretty red. Then I'm going to be using my Brilliant Yellow by Artist Loft. Now in the camera, it may look a little brighter than what it actually is. Then I'm going to be using Orange by Artist Loft. And it also, in the camera, may look a little brighter than what it actually is. Now, these colors I've actually used before. However, when I tried to blow them out that particular time, they just didn't quite blow out the way I had wanted. But we're going to go ahead today, and we're going to give it another shot. So, I've already actually flooded my canvas. Then I took my smaller squeeze bottle of the Titanium White, and I was able to fix my edges. Then I used my trusty little mini torch, and I was able to go along and blow out all the bubbles. The next tool that I'm going to be needing is my trusty little blow dryer here. You just want to make sure that you don't get your cord in the paint. I've actually done that several times, but I try my best not to. And then, after you've blown it out, you want to make sure that you catch all those drips. So I have, it's a really thin but long knitting needle that I actually use to catch my drips. And what I mean by that is you're going to take the tool that you have, you're going to go along the bottom, and you're going to scrape off those drips. Once you do that, it's going to prevent your painting from continuing to pull off the edges. Whenever you lay your base down, it'll automatically start going towards the edges because those drips on the bottom are pulling it over the edge. So once you blow it out, to be able to keep your composition the way it is, you want to make sure that you catch those drips because it's not going to continue to pull the painting off the canvas. That's the reason you definitely make sure to get those drips. So, let's get started. Again, the first color I'm going to be using is the Crimson by Artist Loft. Now I do have to be careful because sometimes when I go to undo my cap, it'll explode, but in this case it didn't. That's a good thing. We're going to go ahead and put the red down first. And sometimes I will accidentally get just a little more than I meant to. Now, one more thing that you want to make sure that you do. When you close your lid, you want to wipe the tip. It keeps the tips from getting all gunked up. Now we're using the Brilliant Yellow by Artist Loft. And yes, I have to admit, that almost looks like I've put ketchup and mustard down. The next color is going to be the Orange by Artist Loft. Now the orange, I will admit, is just a little runnier than I would have liked. Okay, so now we're going to use our trusty mini torch, and we're going to actually get those bubbles popped. But just in the paint that you've put down, because you've already done the base. Let me see. Oh, hold on. Sometimes things will get in the painting as you're going along. In this case, I've got cats, and ever so often I will get cat hairs within my painting that I have to pull out. That's another good thing with this tool. I'm able to do that pretty easy. Okay, so now comes the fun of actually blowing out the colors. Let's see how this goes today. This one actually came out pretty cool. And I'm going to tell you one of the reasons why it did. I have a tendency that when I go to put my base down on the canvas, I will get a little too much going in the center. And I don't get enough for the edges. And even though I try my best to spread it out, sometimes the center can get a little thick with the base. Whenever that happens, your colors aren't going to blow out the way you would like. In fact, the white is pretty much going to bury the colors. But in this case, it looks like, except for right in this area, but for the most part, I got just the right amount of base for the entire canvas. So this time, I'm so excited because these colors actually worked. Yay! It makes me so happy. So, as I've said before, right now the composition looks really good. I'm loving the way it's looking. Not going to change anything. So I'm going to take my tool, and this is where you want to be prepared with paper towel. You're going to take your tool, you're going to scrape your edges. And remember, by doing that, I've already scraped these and this edge. By doing that, it's going to slow this process down. So it's not going to continue to pull this way or this way. So we're going to get this edge, and we're going to get this edge. And when you scrape, use the paper towel, go like that, and wipe off your tool as best you can. Now what I will do is, in about 10 to 15 minutes, I'm going to come back in and I'm going to do another scrape along the bottom. Because you're still going to get a little bit of drips going on. So as the quicker that you get those drips handled, the better your composition is going to stay in place. So now I'm going to actually pause the video and I'm going to bring you down for a close-up. And now for the close-up. I'm going to try my best to not wobble as much. And I've actually got some really, really cool cell action going on right now. And please forgive me if it sounds like I'm out of breath. It's because I am. I've been told by the doctors that I do suffer shortness of breath. And to be honest, I don't have to be doing anything. I will just suddenly become very short of breath and have a hard time breathing. And yes, I do have inhalers, but they don't really help with what I have. These colors put me in the mind of flames. In fact, that might be what I call this one. This particular video may be called Flamin Hot. So there you have it, people. How cool is that? Be right back. So again, I am extremely happy with this particular video. I'm just happy that it actually turned out and it actually looks really, really cool. Again, please do me a favor. Not only like the video, but please subscribe to my channel and turn on those post notifications. And feel free at any time to share my videos with your friends and family. I would really appreciate it. Again, it's going to help build my channel. And I know I've said this in the past with possibly some other videos, but I am going to be starting to resin a lot of the paintings that I've done. Once they get resined, I'm going to be selling them. Just to give you a heads up. So please, if after I get them resined, I may actually do a video where I show the pictures after they've been resined, and I'll let you know what they're going to be price-wise. And I will also try to I will try to include my email address in that video so that if you would like and you want to email me and you would like to purchase one, we can get that going. But for now, again, thank you for joining me for another video. I hope you all have a wonderful day, what's left of it. And until next time, bye!